Welcome to Potter Talk now. Welcome to Robot House. We're going to be talking about the new hot musical coming down your street if you're in London. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Red Fox, stand by!
And I guess Star Wars is here too.
There are no robots in Harry Potter.
Well,
robots. Whoops, he threw it
I don't
up.
know if that's true. Are there golems in Harry Potter?
Hit him in his hand.
Well, if you count those wizard chess pieces were they were just bewitched. I have no idea.
They were animated, I guess. The Ford Angelina is technically a robot.
It's not really something we should call him. Yeah. That's what they call him, yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about like 18, 19 years later, and it's time for more money. I mean, another story.
I was going to introduce everyone first then.
More money.
I got off track there.
Yes.
So real fast.
Mystery guest, sign in, please.
Yes. Sorry. Long day, guys. Today we got Debbie, who you may remember from our Star Wars videos, and I think one more video I'm not remembering off the top of my head.
Civil War.
Oh, yeah, Civil War.
Correct, Mark. 10 points. Even though the game is made up and the points don't matter.
It's true.
Well, just like the last couple Harry Potter books, the points don't matter.
Oh!
The points didn't matter in the first book.
Well, but anyway, hello. Hello, everybody. Nice to talk to you all again.
It's always nice to have you on, Debbie.
Thank you.
A positivity and liveliness to the conversation.
And a lot of the word like. I've noticed whenever I've listened to our talks, I say like a lot. I'm trying to stop doing that.
You're listener 10!
I'm that upper few.
Now we can especially play this episode during makeout parties.
That's Mark's new thing, everybody.
Oh, Jesus.
Please, like and subscribe if you want him to stop.
Oh, it was worse. Like last week, I was trying to trademark the phrase "throw your money away" literally with Pokemon Go.
He was.
Trump already did that.
Ah!
Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's vote. Moving on.
It's okay, it's gonna get cut. Moving on.
No, that's staying in.
There's
I stand by it. Anyway,
Jason's
Mark
here.
is here. Secondary editor Mark. And, of course, Patrick, who doesn't vote because he's a Jehovah's Witness. I assume. I saw a pamphlet at his house once. I never actually asked.
Now, we don't have to vote for a president. We just vote for a prime minister.
Mark, if only we were Canadian. It would not be 90 degrees outside.
That's true.
Rufus Scrimegower died.
My dog would be a beaver, I assume. So yes, we are talking about Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I'm going to read the official premise, because this is a treat. It was always difficult being Harry Potter. Not really. And it isn't much easier now that he is an overworked employee in the Ministry of Magic, a husband, and a father of 3 school-aged children. Pretty sure there were more children. I'm just saying. I might be wrong.
I'm pretty sure there was only 3.
There was only 3 when they introduced him in the, basically, after thing.
I'm just saying, he's married to a Weasley. Gotta be a few more.
It's like The Incredibles. You married Elastigirl. And got busy!
Pixar. Never disappointed.
Nope.
Unfortunately, you're about to be very disappointed. While Harry grapples with the past that refuses to stay where it belongs. Well, that's not how the book ended. His youngest son, Albus, must struggle with the weight of a family legacy he never wanted. As past and present fuse ominously, both father and son learn the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes darkness comes from unexpected places. I think it's Albus.
He's gonna be a Kylo Ren.
Probably. You name your son Albus Severus. I don't know what you're thinking there.
I saw Dumbledore's name, and I thought, I can make a longer name than that.
Two named after the 2 bravest men I've ever met. One was a gross stalker, The other one was a gay man who I think was in love with me. But I'm not sure.
And the other one kept telling me to turn to page
He
394.
gave me something I had to put in my mouth and stroke with my tongue to find out about, and I don't know. In retrospect, that seems weird.
Exhausted. We've been at it for hours. If I could...
And I never told you this before. I never told you this before, Simon, but I was naked in heaven, I think, and he was there and he was wearing clothes. What was that about?
So, this is like a 19 years later, right? 18?
No, isn't it 20?
No, I'm pretty sure it's 19, because I remember that being really odd.
Yeah. So it's in the future.
Yes.
Right.
The
That's gonna
future
be
Conan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they can cheat, because the wizard world is kind of permanently stuck in the 1800s.
There's cell phones.
They have no need for that. They can
They just talk in the fireplace.
Yes.
Like, that's why I'm mad about Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, because it takes place in New York, but it's not modern day New York. Because I honestly think, like, American wizards use, like, cell phones and stuff.
They probably do.
And know what computers are. Because why would they want to be stuck with it? All that antiquated bullshit.
Or even if they don't use it, they should at least know about it. It's like, I mean, I would imagine if I were a wizard that I would want to know what the Muggles are doing and if they're getting any closer to their kind of power. I mean, not that they can, but I mean, you'd think they'd keep an eye on it. I mean, freaking Arthur Weasley didn't even know what a rubber duck was. I mean, come on.
He was fascinated by it, though.
And, like, they like live in hobbit holes, practically. It's so weird.
That's basically it, though. There wasn't many people in the world of Harry Potter who was, like, actually doing studies about Muggles. Pretty much Weasley was the only one doing it in his department.
Mr. Weasley, what is this? It looks like a Kickstarter. It's called Resurrect Lord Voldemort. It's
Do you think, like, a Muggle studies degree is the same thing as a, what is it? A liberal arts degree?
Yeah, I was gonna say that! Oh my goodness.
I majored in Muggle studies.
Oh, he got hit. That's messed up.
So, okay. First off, why Albus?
Because he has the most interesting name in the world.
The Ron of the family, basically.
I guess.
No, he literally is.
Why are you insulting one like that?
Because Ron's the youngest.
Youngest boy.
And he's a whiny piece of shit.
Yep.
Could have killed him. I'm just saying, Rowling.
I thought
Killed Dobby.
Really, she
Made
said
me cry, you bastard.
she said she really thought about it, to tell you the truth. At one point, she was really thinking about killing Ron Weasley, but then thought...
She should have. Dobby didn't do anything but help.
Yeah.
Got that gillyweed.
That's the problem.
That was Neville.
Who?
Neville.
Oh, yeah, the movie changed it, didn't it?
Right.
Because Dobby didn't really exist in that.
They dropped all the House Elf stuff, didn't they?
They pretty much did. They brought him back after the third...
Well, they had to, because it was so important to...
story, yeah. I mean, it was important to the story in the fourth movie, too, but he wasn't in there at all. Like, crap! That's when I started hating the movies,
I mean, I know they cut stuff out, but that's kind of important.
That's what I was saying!
And then I know he comes back in the last two.
Yeah.
And his death won't mean anything to the people who only watch the movies.
Yeah.
They're like, who's that?
Oh, is that just that little weird thing that they gave the sock to? I remember him from 5. Oh, yeah. Wonder what he was.
That's sad. Why did Yoda come and save Harry?
Oh, man. That was the only problem with the movies, to tell you the truth. Obviously, you understand that they have to cut things between a book and a movie because there's not, too much content. But holy cow, they just completely rewrit the whole thing on number 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Basically nothing that happened in those things really happened at all.
Yeah.
Who was responsible for that?
Yeah, I'm going to say probably the studio. Usually the studio jumps in and is like, hey, you need to do this more. Like, Order of the Phoenix movie really pisses me off because it's called Order of the Phoenix, but all they focus on is the kids. They should have just renamed it, Dumbledore's army, because that's all they focus on. They don't really focus on the Order of the Phoenix at all, despite the fact that the book does. That's
If you aren't one of the main, 5 characters in the movies, you don't matter.
yeah, pretty much.
They kind of kicked him in the ass when Neville became vitally important.
Like, oh crap, this guy actually kills Voldemort?
Well, I mean, if you read any of the books, it's fairly clear Neville is important in some way. Or
Yes.
he wouldn't get as much attention as he does.
Yes, I agree. I recently reread Philosopher's Stone, and I totally forgot. I believe he punches Malfoy in the face, or
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
at him. It's
He
like
punched him because he was talking about people going to that crazy house.
Yeah.
That's where his parents ended up going.
yeah,
He was really angry about that.
they totally set him up as a badass in those books, and the movies just completely gloss him over until the 5th one. Like, come on, Neville's awesome.
Oh, weren't we supposed to be talking about the play or something? I don't.
We are. Don't worry. I think we have to get this out of our systems, though, because the play doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to feel about it personally.
I mean, it's gonna be one of those books well, it's gonna be one of those things where there's gonna be so many, oh, I wonder what this character's up to now, officially.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Well, I don't care about middle-aged Harry Potter, though. He's done.
If only he was going bald. Didn't we all care about him?
I mean, the only mystery here is that
Who's
a ginger character is now black. But even that, I don't really care about that much.
well,
I just thought the outrage was funny. Who cares? It's a play. It's not canon.
Canon? What's a
for
canon?
now.
I just,
Anything that's in the books is canon.
Obvious.
Even if Rowling wrote this, the fact that she didn't do it as a book means it's not part of the literary canon. You could assume it's part of the movie canon.
She didn't write it.
I think she helped a little bit, kind of like the whole Lucas with Episode 7 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in that Lucas wrote something for episode 7 and they ignored it.
I wrote part of the name. I wrote the letter.
I thought of the name Emperor Snook, and I pushed very hard for Sebulba to be back. I just thought his arc had more to it. They decided to go with Hans.
Ow.
God.
Patrick, fatality.
But
Oh my god.
I think we were all outraged. We needed to know what happened to Ben Quadraros.
but
You just
I don't
live.
begrudge Rowling for writing this. I just think I don't know. Like, this isn't the sequel I wanted. I want a sequel where Harry's in his 20s, and there's some dark cult trying to revive Voldemort or something. But Father Harry he's super powered at this point.
This basically looks like the story is actually just, I guess, touching apart about his the time that they were talking about Harry knowing that he was a wizard. After he was orphaned when he went to go live with the Dursleys. Yeah. And then it goes into the other part of the story where it talks about his relationship with his children. It looks like it kind of skips.
Which is weird.
That is weird.
You were going to say, Debbie?
I'm just going to say, I kind of agree with what Jason said earlier about how Fantastic Beasts is set in the past. I would rather a story that's set more into the future. I would love to know how the Wizarding World would be now with the technology that we have, or maybe even go further into the future. I'd rather have that kind of story, personally. I'm kind of done with, as much as I hate to say this, I'm kind of done with Harry Potter. I think the story's done. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. And it's if you want to focus it on his kids, then focus it on his kids and leave him at home.
Yeah, her original idea was a book that just was this huge encyclopedia of what happened to the characters after the books and stuff like that. And I would have much preferred that.
Yes.
I don't need any more stories, really.
It'll...
And I hate to say it, but Ken Akamatsu, writer of Negima, did exactly what Debbie suggested, and he said his Negima sequel story, 60 or 70 years in the future. and it is nuts. There are robot people and all sorts of cool stuff, and magic.
That would be really neat.
Yeah. And I think at that point, if human technology advanced enough, we would eventually find out about wizards.
Yes,
And
my God.
I think that, and secretly, Akamatsu kind of hints that his world is set in the Hogwarts world. He's been very clear about. He's been very sly about it, but there's no secret that he based it on Harry Potter. So I mean, I wouldn't mind.
It really isn't a secret.
No, except the magic world is on Mars.
Yeah,
which, a little different from Harry Potter.
a bit.
But no, I think I would just prefer something a little further in the future. Is all.
If it's on Mars, then
new characters. I mean, you could have like, I don't know, Harry Potter Jr. if you really need to. But I mean, wizards live to ridiculous ages anyway, so it's not like he wouldn't be there. But he doesn't have to be the main character. Why couldn't it be like Dumbledore's like great nephew or something? Wouldn't that be neat?
I don't know.
Balbus. Balbus. Get it?
No.
Snarf, snarf, snarf.
Or like, why do we have to keep focusing on Harry? Why can't we focus on somebody else's children? Like, I want to know more about, like, I'm pretty sure, oh wait, doesn't Luna marry somebody famous? Like, why can't we find out more about them? Like, Luna was a great character.
Didn't she marry like a Quidditch player or something?
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Hold on. I thought she married somebody.
I thought it was a monster investigator that's new. I thought it was somebody else.
Yeah.
This is grandson.
Huh.
Yeah.
That was a big kick to the Stones because they were really setting up in the movies, Neville and
I thought about that myself. I really wanted.
Well, yeah, okay, here it is. Rolf Scamander. Yeah, grandson of Newt Scamander.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense that the character was never seen in the frickin' books.
Well, she technically didn't get married in the books either, so it's fine.
Foul.
Oh well, that's this book can introduce him, then kill him off, and be like, here, she marries Neville. You guys happy?
I don't get that. Why would Neville? First off, I'm pretty sure Neville's gay. Because if you're the leader of the resistance of Hogwarts, I think you can have your pick and choice of whoever you want. And he didn't have a girlfriend.
I mean, in the movies, they scaled it towards.
Well, he's not even the same character in the movies, is what I think. Like, here's my thing. They never mentioned him getting married, and Rowling was afraid to put homosexuality in the books because at the time, you really couldn't do that in something aimed at children. I think if she wrote it now, he'd probably be gay. He never struck me as, he never had a love interest. Same as Dumbledore.
True.
And I don't know, it just...
I buy that.
Yeah.
I buy Neville being gay.
Yeah. And, I mean, he isn't the type of person who'd be outspoken about that. He grew up thinking being different was something to be ashamed of because of his parents.
Not because of his parents, but because...
Oh, yeah, because of what happened to his parents.
Yes. It's good that you clear that up, because, you know...
Yeah. Right. His parents obviously wouldn't have been able to do anything. And I don't think his grandmother would care, and I don't think the wizarding world cares either.
No, they don't.
It's just something she couldn't explore in the books. Honestly, she missed her opportunity here to do a Dumbledore musical, and explore that.
That would have probably been the most ridiculous, but probably the highest grossing play they've ever done. To tell you the truth.
Young Dumbledore would be interesting because he wasn't the same guy back then.
No, he wasn't. That's what I'm talking about. Can you imagine the early days Dumbledore? Holy crap.
He was like young. He was like young Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
He was all wide-eyed and innocent.
Days of Future Past, Xavier.
Oh God, why?
They keep asking me if I want to be this headmaster, and I'm like, that.
Oh man.
You confused me for a second there. Then I remembered you don't read the comics, Mark.
Dumbledore pulls out a huge hookah, man.
You can see a young Dumbledore, probably played by Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I'm going to write J.k. Rowling right now.
And his father can be Liam Neeson.
Well, no, his father was dead, right?
I
So
don't
this
know.
would be when he was taking care of his sister. His brother was off messing around, quote unquote, with goats, and he was just stuck running his family because his mother was ill. And then this guy comes into his life and makes him a terrorist, basically. That would be interesting. It could even be named after the book that Rita Skeeter wrote. Come on, I can't believe I thought of this before Rowling did. Actually, I'm a little mad. Yeah. I'm gonna tweet. Tweet something fierce. He started World War II. That's something interesting.
Hey, yeah, if magic was, like, real all this whole time, why wouldn't just one wizard go up and Avada Kedavra like Stalin or something?
Well, the implication is that, like Hitler, his obsession with the occult, he was probably a squib.
Mm-hmm.
And this dark wizard, yeah, and this dark wizard comes along and is like, listen, man, I'll give you everything you want. And he's like, you just need a scapegoat for the humans. And I got a scapegoat for the wizards. It's you guys. We're in business. So it was, I assume any dark wizards will want to keep the statute of secrecy up because it's easier to control things if you use puppets.
Puppets.
Okay,
So like a guy like Stalin is fine for me.
okay, now I want this story. I want this play. Let's write this.
Yeah. Man, we should.
I'm in.
We'll call it The Lady in White.
Oh God.
No.
I see
Have
what
to
you
be the
did
man
there.
in white, I guess.
Magic,
Anyway.
drenched wizard king.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
This is pensive juice. Pensive juice.
There was a ghost in here. It was nearly,
Oh, I didn't see that. It was
He goes.
nearly headless Nick. This is ectoplasm.
I think we've got that track just a little bit.
I think we did, but I think it was worth it. So I think it's safe to say this play has to be like super fantastic to be any good.
And I guess the big question of all is Harry going to bite it before it's over?
I
Oh.
don't think so. It's a Broadway play.
Hmm.
And
Typically those have a happy ending.
Okay, it's not written by William Shakespeare.
Yes. Rowling does happy endings. I mean, well,
Does she?
I think she thought it was a happy ending
She
at
likes
the time.
doing. Why did
Also,
that owl deserve it?
Yeah.
Why?
Hedwig didn't do anything, man.
poor Henry.
Oh my God, I was. Oh,
And all Sirius did was fall through a bedsheet.
Oh, I still don't understand what happened there. Oh, I can't even get into that. We'll get off
Well,
topic.
first off,
that.
if you're doing Secret Wizard stuff in there, don't make allegories real. The other side of the veil didn't have to be a real thing.
evidently it was.
That stupid department makes all these dumb things literal, and that's what happens.
There were so many allegories in this
And
movie.
they couldn't put a frickin' Mr. Yuck sticker on the Veil Park.
Just put a gate around it. Little ropes.
You
Even
will.
Full Metal Alchemist made sure they were in some white void place.
Mhm.
It's like falling asleep, but it's really, really freaking painful.
You think he fell out on the other side in heaven and Lily and James were there? That was my niece, everyone. Hello, Zay. Okay, so where were we?
If happy endings, could Harry die, etc.
I don't think he will. I don't see the point. No one's gonna like this if he dies.
Yeah.
What if he,
I think, looking at the list of characters, I think a certain Draco Malfoy is gonna die.
After he's redeemed himself, yes, then kill
Yeah.
Draco Malfoy.
Yeah.
Do we yet know what's going to happen that can cause this? Like, so far, I'm pretty sure there's no other, like, they haven't released any other plot points, have they? Like, not that I know of.
it's just like, yeah, I would be surprised if Jason's theory before could be correct. Maybe there could be some like dark remnant that's still around.
Okay.
It wouldn't surprise me in the least.
Okay, that makes sense. It's tough for me to answer that, because it's like, it's possible that there could be deaths, but honestly, I don't have enough information to really make a good guess on that or not.
Yeah.
Like, maybe.
I mean, the summary doesn't really tell you anything.
Exactly.
Right.
Darkness comes from unexpected. Does that mean Rose Granger Weasley is the bad guy? Doesn't make sense to me.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Well, I doubt even with Voldemort's defeat that all dark wizards just up and quit. They just
no, there's always going to be a new one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, if you live in that world, the temptation has to be insane.
It's just like the dark side.
And you can make a sociopath by taking a love potion. No wonder they're illegal. That's crazy. I don't know. So, I mean, it's not hard to become a dark wizard in this world. And if we follow cycles, they seem to come every, 30 or 40 years. So, I mean, it all adds up. I don't know.
Do you think they'll play up much of, the kid life, and they'll just, maybe have Harry decide to come to the castle and stuff, even though he's supposed to be at the Ministry? It's just...
I think it'll take place in the summer. I don't think it'll be in Hogwarts at all. Because they don't want to complicate things.
They didn't want to complicate things during Harry's tenure at Hogwarts either.
You can make a Diagon Alley set and Nocturne Alley set, and you're good to go. Some houses.
You are half Ranger and half Weasley, therefore you have a 50% chance of being a genius.
Well, no. Ron's genes are all recessive, so his child will get, the Charlie Weasley genes. And the Hermione genes. So, they'll be one of the most attractive people in existence. And super smart.
So,
fair.
I guess we can all agree that basically this book's also going to be cameo central, right?
Oh, definitely. Oh, look, Ron, it's our old friend, your brother, George.
Oh, look, there's Hagrid and Grupp.
Didn't we have fun times with them? Hello, Harry. I'm just off to see Professor McGonagall at the tavern.
Oh, wait, I see something in the sky. Oh, it's Buckbeak.
Oh, Jesus.
You have to excuse me. I have to go visit the graves of my parents.
Rita Skeeter, what are you up to?
Luna, you discovered it was old man's... I can't remember the freaking groundkeeper's name now.
Filch.
Yes.
It was old man Filch the whole time.
And I would have gotten away too if it wasn't for you meddling kid.
You see, what gave you away, Filch, is you're a squib. You can't possibly do magic, so you set up these elaborate special effects.
And then Arthur Weasley...
Scooby-Doo must make no sense to wizards. A ghost can't do that.
Fascinating.
How do the ghosts just simply not come outside of the ghost trap? And why is shooting it in the dick effective?
Now, a lizard man clearly can't do that. That's absurd. Oh, it was a man in a mask. Those muggles.
I don't get it. Why don't they just apparate?
At some point we're doing a video where we dress as Harry Potter wizards and watch TV shows.
My God, yes.
It's called Naked and Afraid. Why don't they just, wear something?
Make some clothes with their
Accio
wands.
clothes.
Oh, look right there. There's enough there to make a good potion. You can set up a flu. These people.
Be like Hermione be watching Jeopardy. It's like, what is this? The kids' version?
Ron gets every question wrong.
What's the point?
This animal meows.
Oh, I got this. Scabbers.
Yeah. We're not gonna worry about him coming back.
No. Just like imagine all of a sudden though, like the really cliche thing of some major villain having yet another secret kid or something, you know?
Well, I don't think Voldemort is capable of that in any way. He doesn't want an heir.
No.
He was very clear on that.
Well, maybe when he was asleep, Bellatrix did stuff. I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no!
Do you think he actually slept?
Do you think he
I
actually...
think he's the kind of guy who, like, figured out how to stop that, like, a month into learning that.
He
Yeah.
probably curled up like a little snake.
He just sits in his chair all night, waiting for everyone to come into the big room.
Any minute now.
Ah, Bellatrix, early to rise, I see. Ah, yes, my lord, do you want breakfast? No. I'll just wait for everybody, and then we can get started with the meal.
Wormtail, how's that security guard doing? He's about 50 feet away. Do you want a sandwich or anything? No, the anticipation is killing me.
How's that hand treating you, Wormy? Oh, pretty good. Oh, I'll say pretty good.
Oh. Now, be careful you don't accidentally strangle yourself in the books or anything.
How did he think that thing wouldn't choke him at some point? He had to know, right?
It's like a monkey.
He's gonna kill me,
It'd be like a monkey's paw.
Yeah. He said something bad about Voldemort after he, like, yelled at him. The hand, like, smacked him in the face. He's like, oh.
But how long until after this play is like it gets an actual book formal and then an actual movie?
I don't think he'll ever get a book, but I guarantee they'll try to make it a movie.
Mm-hmm.
If she wanted to write it as a book, she would have.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you think fans will take to just do it themselves?
2 minutes.
Hours? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's already been done.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is a fanfic title.
And then, just as Voldemort Jr. was about to kill Harry Potter, Sonic the Hedgehog shows up.
Forget about me?
It was also teamed up with Batman and Superman and Goku, and they all punched Voldemort right in the nuts.
And right before he gave him the final blow, he said, "You're too slow." Oh,
But you know what? The book is just a big ruse. J.K. Rowling just writes, Harry Potter grew up and married you. That's what you want.
Well, Harry Potter he was born in 92, so he's a bit young for me. But whatever floats your boat, fanfiction writers. I think Tonks would be more on my alley.
I wonder...
She's a furry, though.
I'm not going anywhere near this conversation right now.
Well, I have to wonder, though.
Relationship with fictional characters.
There's been so many books, like, you know, they come out, like the sequels, like, you know, Ghost at a Watchman did terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of hurt a little bit of the, you know...
Well, she never intended for it to be a thing. Like, she kept it in a drawer for 40 years for a reason.
So you gotta wonder if this might ultimately be, not like a critical mistake, but just like a misstep. Like, should have just been left alone.
Well, I think that's why she chose to do it as a musical. This way she can say, well, it was just an alternate story. And to her credit, that's what she's been saying. This is a controversy stuff came up, yeah. Tired.
For those of you who came to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, we're gonna switch it over to Hamilton instead.
Oh, that'll piss more people off.
Yeah, they're doing this in London.
If you think they're mad about Hamilton not being white, I got a little bad news for you in Hamilton.
Yeah, let's make the story about a revolutionary. Good idea.
Well, no, because isn't the actor in Hamilton black, right? The lead actor?
Heck if I know. I don't know.
I haven't seen the play because you can get tickets.
I think he's, like Hispanic of some kind, something like that.
None of this stuff makes any difference.
No. I mean, I've heard the soundtrack repeatedly thanks to work, so...
Aren't you ecstatic about that?
It's pretty good.
It's decent the first 3 times you hear it, and then...
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard it at all yet. I'd like to.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much in order.
Yep. And after the music plays, you guarantee that everybody in the store gets a blowjob.
That's why I don't go to Barnes & Noble anymore.
You missed that joke,
because
man.
print is dead.
So
I think that's about it. I think we said everything we can say. This isn't really something I'm looking forward to, but
it could be.
it comes out what?
It comes out next Saturday night into Sunday. I will
See what the reviews say.
What's that?
Oh, there were previews already. It doesn't say anything about them, though. Maybe they weren't allowed to put the reviews.
Well, this is how lock and key everything is from this bookstore's perspective. The second that thing comes in, it has to be on video camera all the time. No opening. Not even to like get stuff ready for customers' orders. You can't break the seal. Just like in Indiana Jones. The knight warned us not to open the box, Elsa. But I have to tell the Vegas makers that Harry Potter dies.
Well, somebody will be standing outside of the store to tell people that. So you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, Deb, do you remember that in Half-Blood Prince?
Yes, I do remember that.
It happened to me with, not Half-Blood, but I think the one before it.
Phoenix.
I think it was Order of the Phoenix, and this dude comes up to me. He's like, hey, do you want to know how the book ends? And I'm like, do you want to see the book in your face?
Nice.
Well, his mistake was that I'm 6'2", and he was like 5'8", so
Oh,
I don't
no.
know what was going to happen there. But I just, on a whim, decided to wait for the book.
If you got these guys that are threatening to spoil, it'd be like, do you want to see a magic trick?
You know what? I don't care. I'll spoil myself, usually.
I'm going to make this
I
pencil.
think you guys can all attest to that.
Ta-da!
But he was doing that there were a lot of kids there. And I'm like, you aren't ruining some kid's night, buddy.
Yeah. Well,
The only reason I didn't hit him because I was working at that Walmart at the time. But
right. We're probably going to have things set
Yeah.
up where as soon as people buy the book, they get out. And if people are going to threaten to spoil, they're going to get tossed.
yeah. Oh. Sorry.
So,
yeah, I think it's time to wrap it up.
raise your fire whiskey and butterbeer.
Yes. And next week we'll have Albus Dumbledore, the untold story.
Oh.
And my niece Moppy here scaring us, I guess.
It's Peeves. Peeves found a way to get in the movies.
It's not quite as bad as Peeves. How are you trying to scare me?
Oh.
Okay, so.
So how many Gilderoy
So-
Lockharts out of 10 will this be fabulous ones?
We'll see. It's London's West End, so not as fabulous as when it comes to New York. Okay, before she comes in again. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up, though, because we're having connection issues.
It's my damn headset.
Okay. So, thanks everyone for listening. You can find us at the links in the show notes at the bottom of the page. Debbie, where can they find you?
Oh, hold on.
She's
I don't have
constantly killing somebody.
Oh, you don't have any speaker, Twitter or whatever.
No, the only thing I have is Tumblr, but I can't remember her name. I think I'm Scarlett Black 24. Yes, I'm Scarlett Black 24.
Okay. I'll double check and look at one of our old videos where I posted it.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
I'm always signed on, so I never have to sign on, and I never remember what my name is. But I'm pretty sure it's Scarlett Black 24. Not that anybody really wants to talk to me, but just in case you do, there you go.
You never know. Maybe you'll get some fans from this. Or some hatred. I don't know. I apologize if there's hatred.
Well,
Okay. And we'll see everyone next week.